Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. So lovely. I came across this video on my For You, and I thought to share with people are reacting to the fact that, segregation has really started. Despite a lot of conversation on the social platform, and I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip. As well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please let me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, I just actually want to know what the Black MAGA supporters really have to do about all of this going on. Alright lovelies, let's dive
So segregation's more legal, especially in the South. Just recently, a parish in Louisiana rolled back desegregation laws. The Justice Department called it a historical wrong that they needed to right. And this is already a very segregated area. If you've been to Louisiana, I've been to a ton of small towns in Louisiana. They are so segregated already because of redlining and the way things are zoned. There is a poor black side of town and there's the rich white side of town in so many different parishes all over Louisiana. And this kind of thing happening in one parish will start a domino effect in other parishes and other areas in the South to be able to justify segregating their schools. There's also an increase in private school vouchers. And if you know anything about private schools in the South, they are very white. And most of them popped up after Brown versus the Board of Education when schools became desegregated because rich people wanted to make sure that their kids could have an education without black people. And states like North Carolina are expanding their voucher programs funded by public money, taxes, to those private schools and away from public schools. One of the goals of Project 2025 is to dismantle civil rights protections. And that's what we're seeing happening all across the board. And right now we are seeing that specifically in schools in the South. And this is just the beginning.
I can't believe that in 2025, this is a story that I am reporting on. The U.S. Department of Justice has just ended a school desegregation order in Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, an order that has been in place since 1966. Basically what the DOJ is saying is that because this school district integrated back in 1975, that this is a relic, an archaic rule that's no longer needed. Now, for your edification, there are 130 school districts throughout the South that are still under similar desegregation orders, and this one is just the first of all of those that they're planning on ending. Now, the concern that experts have is that by lifting these mandates, that it could roll back the progress that has been made on desegregation since the civil rights movement and in fact lead to increased segregation, which is a completely separate video but does actually still exist today. The bottom line is that by these laws being on the books, it doesn't hurt anybody, but by taking them off, it could. And that's where the concern comes in. Now, as always, you guys know that I love to know your thoughts and comments on these type of things, so please just be respectful as you go through them, but drop them in the comments because this is a pretty big issue. And as always, make sure to hit that follow button. But yeah, in 2025, I'm doing a video on ending desegregation orders. Insane.
Now they're undoing civil rights protections and nobody is talking about it. I'm angry. The Justice Department just lifted a school desegregation order in Louisiana, a court order that's been in place since 1966. And it was to make sure that black and white children could go to school together. That's it. And these people had the audacity to call it historically wrong. Not the segregation, but the court order to end segregation in schools. And don't be fooled, this isn't about one parish or one state. This is Trump's DOJ paving the way to erase everything our elders fought for, everything they bled for, the whole civil rights movement. This is the start of it. And I'm sick of people pretending like racism isn't a thing when black and brown children are in underfunded schools, get suspended at higher rates, treated differently. I mean, it's just, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And I refuse to sit idly by and keep my mouth shut while they are just undoing movements, whole movements, like it's just a stack of paperwork, just throwing it out the window. And we need to stand up and talk about this because our babies deserve better. Our babies deserve a better future. I don't understand how anybody could possibly be okay with this. The denial about racism has to stop. Share this, talk about it, be loud, because they are relying on our silence and our complacency, and you cannot stand by and let this happen.
Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. You know, I tried to make this video yesterday 3 different times and my sound would not come through. So I'm going to try again today. I wanted to talk to blacks for MAGA. Blacks for Trump. Black Trump voters. Y'all want to come down front for a minute? It seems that as a show of gratitude for your vote, as a show of how much he appreciated you putting him in that office, he announced the other day that he was calling martial law only on black communities. Yeah. He's calling martial law, but he's only doing it on the black communities because per him, every time he sees one of us, the first thing we tell him is we want more police. Now, I haven't seen one black person around Donald Trump since he went in office. I haven't seen him, and you know if he'd had a conversation with a black person, he'd have filmed it. Because, you know, he loves to brag on his black supporters. So, of course, you know, that's another bald-faced lie. But, you know, that's your guy. So, you get ready to have all of your rights violated. Because during martial law, they don't need a search warrant to kick your door in. During martial law, they can stop and frisk at will. So, who you think gonna be the benefactors of all that? Yeah. And don't forget to do the same thing the Latinos did when they were picking them up for deportation. Don't forget to tell them you voted for Trump. Although it's not going to do you a damn bit of good, but just, you know, just make sure you make that relevant. I voted for Donald Trump. Okay? And also, Pitch, don't you think we need to go back and look at those clips for those black Trump supporters? Don't you think we need to have pictures of all the black Trump supporters that were all over social media? Just in case one of us may walk up on them having their rights violated, and we don't want to mistakenly step up for somebody who didn't step up for us. I think that needs to be done. If any of you guys got their pictures, just post them so we would know. We need to know. We don't want to be out here thinking we defending one of us and we defending a Trump voter. And one more thing. This is a really close and personal story to me because it happens where I live. It happened where I live. I know you guys heard about the 3 police officers that killed the late Tyrese Nichols, and the trial that we had going on here. Well, they came back and they found the policeman not guilty. They came back and found him not guilty. So, to my fellow brothers and sisters here locally, don't get out in them streets. Because if you do, you're going to make Memphis the first recipient of the martial law. Because if we go out in this street and cut up, that's going to justify what he said the other day, and he's going to call martial law, and you guys are going to be in for it. Plain and simple. Do you know how many races cops have been waiting to be unleashed? And he is funding them, and he is sending them all types of military equipment to do their job. So do you know how many are just salivating? They're salivating to be able to use that against us. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make them come look for you. Don't go out there and volunteer your life or your limbs. Don't do that. Make them have to come and kick your door in. Don't give them a reason to violate you. I know we're upset. I'm upset. But what happened and what the ramifications of that, those people are going to have to be held accountable for that when they meet. They're going to have to be held accountable for that when they meet their maker. That's not our battle. It's not our battles. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. We don't have to worry about that. You don't even have to bloody your hands and make it something that you will be held accountable for when you stand before your maker. They did what they did. They will answer for it. My heart and my condolences go out to Mr. Nichols' family. I know his mother has to be heartbroken. But God heals all wounds. And he mends all broken hearts. I pray that he comforts her in her time of need. And gives her some type of peace with what happened to her son. But as for us, stay home. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your mind right. Do not allow yourself to get overwhelmed or overly frustrated and act out, because that's what they're wanting. Do not give them what they want. So, you guys, you take care. Watch out for yourselves. Watch out for your family and friends. Keep an eye out for your community, because we're going to have to go back to that small village mentality. Remember that? It takes a small village. We need to get back to our roots. We need to get back to the camaraderie we had. We need to get back to the safe places and our safe communities that we had. We need everybody to stand up in our communities. We need our black men to stand back up and take over our communities. I remember a time when black men wouldn't even allow you come down the street cussing. When we were coming up, you couldn't even curse walking down the street, or you would be handled. And a black man would come out there and make you respect the community. We need those type of men back. We do. We need our men out front. And we need our women standing behind the men, supporting, praying, uplifting, nurturing, supporting. We know how to do this. We've done it our entire existence. We've had to do it since we were forced into this country. And I said we get back to that. Nobody's going to look out for us but us. It's time to face that. So, you guys be careful. Take care of yourselves. Watch out for each other. Don't fall for their traps. What's going to happen is going to happen. We don't have to go out there and force it. So you guys take care. I will talk to you soon. Have a great one.
The Trump DOJ just ended a decades-old desegregation order in Louisiana and called it righting a historical wrong. This historical wrong is not segregation or racism. It's the court case that tried to fix it. Back in 1966, the federal government sued a parish for refusing to desegregate its schools. And by 1975, only 11 years later, a judge said they were desegregated. But the case stayed open like many desegregation orders did across the South. This week, Trump's DOJ officially ended the case. And the Assistant Attorney General said it's time to get America refocused on our bright future. In fact, they said that integration ended 2 generations ago. Except it did not. These desegregation orders, called consent decrees, were not random. They were created to force districts to integrate, especially because a lot of them were dragging their feet post Brown versus Board. I talked about this in this Substack a lot. But these orders do not go away until the district can prove it's eliminated the effects of segregation in practice, not on paper. And segregation, both racial and economical, are huge issues to this very day. Brown versus Board did not end it. And some schools are more segregated now than they were in the 60s. It's a disaster. The Trump DOJ isn't just ending one case. They're laying the groundwork to dismantle desegregation nationwide. The Louisiana AG has already requested more desegregation orders are dropped. She says, it's time to put the past in the past. But the past is right now, you guys! Districts that lose these orders often resegregate so fast, this rhetoric sends a very clear signal. The federal government is stepping away from its role as an equity enforcer in public education. We already knew this. It's been a mess.
I wasn't even going to respond to your stupid ass comment, but silence gives hate room to grow. The comment that you just made about segregation being best for all involved, yet calling other human beings menaces, is wild. And let's be clear, that mindset isn't only hateful, it's dangerous. Segregation was never best. It was violent and dehumanizing and rooted in white supremacy. And comments like this aren't just opinions, they're a reflection of a heart full of hate and ignorance, and obviously you're fearful of others. If you truly believe that separating people by race or background makes the world a better place, then you're the problem. But my space, this space, isn't one for hate. It's for progress, equity, and for truth. And best believe I will not stop speaking up.
Like, seriously, lovelies, things are really getting interesting. But just like the Sister of Stitch her video, my favorite TikToker, one of my favorite TikToker, Karen, she goes as far as to ask the, Black Trump supporters who confidently, with their full chest, I would say maybe the 8% of them, and the 20% from the other side, who confidently, with their full chest, decided to support him in the position that he is right now. And with all of this segregation and desegregation that is going on, I hope that they are okay with that. I hope that they are pleased with that. And I stitched a video weeks back, or even, I think it's not, or even up to a week, where the sister is talking about martial law, where Orange Man talked about how he have spoken with a lot of Black people whom is of interest that they want police people in the Black community, since the said community are known for their high rate of crimes. And because of that, he really wants police people, court members to go or to be posted in the Black community in order to secure Black community. Like, these people should leave Black people alone, right? The first time when I stitched that video, I don't even, I was like, this is just getting too much. They're just looking for one way or the other to say that this is what Black people have done or have said. They just want to, when someone is just busy avoiding you and not want to have anything to do with you, and on the other side, this person just want to keep pushing you to get reaction from you. This is what I see from this martial law. This man confidently said that, he has spoken with a lot of Black people and they approve that they need protection. Like, without him realizing that, or maybe he know exactly what he's doing, that these people don't have any good intention with the Black community. You're trying to put members or police people in this neighborhood to make their lives miserable. The history of police people and Black people, George Floyd and all of that, and you still want to put these people in the Black community. Like, have we all forgotten about Sonia Mercy? Like, these are the same people where you call them to come help you out. They might probably be the people that you need to stay away from. That is why Sonia Mercy is no more till date. This young woman, with the faith she has, decided that she was going to call this, who decided to end her. This man, Sonia Mercy, called the said people whom she thought that was going to help her, without her realizing that the same people she thought that was going to help her was supposed to be the people she gets to avoid. She called upon this Sean and the other, and his colleagues. They came, one thing led to the other. I rebuke you with the blood of Jesus. Get him so angry that he have to forget that he was actually there to help Sonia Mercy. Like, I've been looking for updates to actually know what's up with Sonia Mercy's case and all of that. I've been unable to see. So that is just how this man is just going to go unpunished. You know? This is just one of the many other cases. And you think letting these people in the black community is going to save black community? Like, these people can save themselves. And now, the segregation, and somebody was like, it's actually the right thing to do. It can never, yeah, it is. It is the right thing to do. It's actually even better off if, just if, not, see, the problem is not even, dismantling segregation and all of that. The problem is after black people must have succeeded to build their own thing and their community. These people shouldn't just come and destroy it, because this is just what they are good at. This is what they are good at. This is what they've done before. That is just it. If it's going to actually make people to know their place and reduce any form of racism and all of that, discrimination and all of that, then good. But the thing is that it happened before. Black people was able to build something, but do you know who still destroyed it? That is just where the line is supposed to be drawn. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
In the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. I want to use this medium to thank my newest subscribers, to thank those people that share my videos, to thank everyone who have supported this channel one way or the other, my super chatters that super chat me to take water. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.